super high.
What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of Big Pat Sports Talk. And this is going to be my week 5 scheduled picks of all the teams that I believe that's going to win. I'm going to give you scores. And I'm going to give you X factors in every game. So let's get it. Okay, first game we're going to be talking about. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens versus the Indianapolis Colts. This game, you know, I got to pick the Ravens here. I believe Lamar Jackson and those weapons that he have out there. I believe the Ravens win this one big. I believe they win this one 34-20 over Carson Wentz and the Colts, man. They're just not playing that well right now, and I just believe the Ravens are a better team. Look for the Ravens to have a monster game on the ground this game. I don't believe the Colts defense is ready for Lamar Jackson and those weapons. And look for Lamar Jackson to put up 2 to 3 touchdowns at least. I got the Ravens 34-20 over the Colts. All right, next we got a big one here. The Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs have been underwhelming so far this year. They're 2-2. The Bills are on a roll. They're one of the best teams in the AFC, and they're leading the AFC East. I'm gonna choose the Bills here, man. I believe their quarterback. He's gonna get it done for them with Stephon Diggs. The quarterback that they have out there is playing outstanding, Mr. Josh Allen, and I believe that Bills defense is gonna hold the Chiefs to enough points where the Bills can win. I got the Bills 31-24 over the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill. The tight end, I always forget his name, Kelsey. They have a bunch of weapons, but I believe that defense is not going to be able to hold the Buffalo Bills from putting up 30-plus points. And like I said, I got the Bills winning this one 31-24. Bills keep on the road. Chiefs drop another one, but it's not going to be over for the Super Bowl champs. It's just been a tough year so far for the champs, but hey, those Bills, they're going to compete in the AFC. Don't be surprised if you don't see them in the AFC Championship game, maybe versus these Chiefs. But I got the Bills over the Chiefs week 5. All right, next, we got the game of the week. Big Blue Nation, stand up. You know who I'm going for this game. I got the Giants upsetting the Cowboys this week. I got us winning 30-23. The reason why I believe Daniel Jones keeps on the road. Last week NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I believe he gets another one. I believe he throws for over 350 and 3 touchdowns this game. I believe we eat them up in the middle of the field. With Dallas getting rid of Jalen Smith, their defense has been a pleasant surprise this year, and their offense has always been strong. Key points to this: we have to stop their run game in order to get this victory. But I do predict the New York Football Giants beat them Callous Cowboys 30-23. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, stand up, man. Let's get it. All right, next we got an NFC West battle. This one right here, I got the Cardinals getting all over the 49ers. I know Trey Lance is making his first start. I know the 49ers are going to get a boost this week, but I just think the Cardinals are too strong defensively and offensively for the 49ers right now. I believe the Cardinals keep on the road. They stay undefeated. Kyler Murray, A.J. Green, D-Hop. That team out there is outstanding. Chandler Jones is having a career year, just sacking everybody. I believe the Cardinals are going to be way too strong, and I believe this one's going to be a blowout. I believe it's going to be 31-10 Cardinals. I don't see how, and I don't see any way the 49ers can beat the Cardinals right now. especially the Cardinals on this hot streak. So I got the Cardinals 31-10 over the 49ers. Next, we got the Raiders versus the Bears. Hey, listen, Bears fans, sorry to tell you, you're not going to get a victory this week over the mad Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry. I believe Derek Carr bounces back. That offense has a great game against the Chicago Bears. And I just don't think the Bears have enough offensive firepower to keep up with the Raiders. It's going to be a better game than people think. I think the Raiders pulled this one out 28-17. I just don't think Justin Fields and that Bears offense have enough firepower to keep up with Las Vegas. Las Vegas is coming off a pretty tough loss to the Chargers. And Derek Carr is going to get a bounce-back game against this Bears defense. This Bears defense is not what it used to be. Nowhere near what it used to be. And I just don't believe their offense is strong enough to keep up with the Raiders. So I got the Raiders 28-17 over the Bears. All right, next we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Los Angeles Chargers. This one's going to be a very good game. I think this game is going to be very competitive. It's going to be tough. You got Baker Mayfield. He doesn't have Juice Landry, but Odell Beckham is he's looking good, man. You just have to hit Odell Beckham on those open routes, Baker, in order to win this game. The Browns defense is very good, one of the top in the league. And they're going against a Chargers team that's very scrappy, very good on offense. The quarterback, Herbert, is good. You got Keenan Allen out there, Mike Williams. The running back, I can't think of his name right now, but they have Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is the running back. They have a very good offense, and their defense is sneaky good. I'm looking for Joey Bosa to sack Baker Mayfield a couple of times, but I believe that Browns running game controls that clock. It keeps Justin Herbert off the field. I believe the Browns win 24-17. I got Cleveland beating the Chargers 24-17. That's going to be a good game, folks. All right, next we got an AFC South battle. The Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans. This one here, I'm picking the Tennessee Titans, and I'm picking them to win big. I'm picking them to win 30-14 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Titans are coming off a really, really heartbreaking loss to the New York Jets of all teams, the New York Jets. I believe they get their receivers back. They get A.J. Brown and Julio Jones back. And I believe King Henry has a big game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars, they're having offensive struggles out this world. They're just having offensive struggles. Rookie quarterback is not playing that well. But he's showing flashes, man. And Thomas, their running back, he's going to have a decent game, but I just don't think they can face an angry Titans team and come out with a victory. So I got the Titans winning 30-14 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Carolina Panthers. I'm picking the Panthers this game, man. I think they bounced back after a loss to the Dallas Cowboys. They didn't play particularly well, but they still showed up and gave them a little battle towards the end of the game. Sam Darnold didn't have his best game, but I believe Sam Darnold gets back on track. I believe they had CMC back this game. And I just don't think Jalen Hurts and that Philadelphia offense puts up enough points to beat Carolina. That Carolina defense is pretty strong, and they're going to get stronger in a couple of weeks after trading for Stephon Gilmore. He'll probably be playing week 7. But that Panthers defense, I believe they show up. They don't shut the Eagles completely down, but they shut them down enough to get the victory. I got the Panthers winning 27-14 over the Eagles. All right, we got an AFC battle here. Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm picking the Broncos. Have to see if Teddy Bridgewater is playing. If he is, this is an easy victory for the Denver Broncos. That defense is just too strong, and Teddy Bridgewater is playing some of the best football he's played during his career. Against this Steelers team, I think Big Ben, man, I think this is his last year, man. I'm not going to lie to you. He looks washed. This Pittsburgh team is not good. It is not good. It's not like Pittsburgh teams of old. Their defense is not playing the same, and Big Ben is just not the same anymore. I think Von Miller has a big game against this team. They're giving up sacks. Their offensive line is not the same, and their defense is not playing with that same aggressiveness as they played years prior. So I got the Broncos winning this game 28-17, and the Broncos keep rolling. In Pittsburgh, they're just going to have to find some answers. This is not the same Pittsburgh teams we're used to seeing. It's just not. All right, next we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Green Bay Packers. I believe this is going to be a pretty good game. I just don't think the Bengals are going to score enough points to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers this week, man. I think the Packers are going to put up points against this Bengals defense. It's not that strong. And I think Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase are not going to have enough to keep up with the Packers. I got the Packers winning 32-24 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron Rodgers gets the Pack another victory to lead that NFC North. But this one's going to be a good game. Watch out for this game, man. Don't be surprised if the Bengals put up a very good fight, and they may even win this game. But I'm going with Aaron Rodgers to bring this out against the Cincinnati Bengals to keep his Pack on top of the NFC North. All right, next we got a battle of Florida teams. The Tampa Bay Bucks, previous champs, last year's champs, against the Miami Dolphins. I believe this one's a landslide. I believe the Buccaneers beat these guys 35-10. Their defense is just way too strong. Tom Brady, even without Gronkowski, I think he's going to eat the Dolphins up. I just don't give the Dolphins any type of chance to beat the Buccaneers this week. Dolphins are not a good team. They're trying to find themselves right now. Tua, he's not working out there in Miami, and I just don't see these guys having any type of chance of beating Tampa Bay out there in the Battle of Florida. I got Tampa Bay over the Dolphins 35-10, man. I'm gonna make it 35-10, man. This one might be a massacre. This might be a big blowout this week. I just don't see the Dolphins putting up any type of fight against the Buccaneers this week. I just don't. Next, we got the New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. Bill Belichick, Mac Jones. Can they get it done against the Houston Texans? I say yes. I believe this is going to be a low-scoring game. I believe the Patriots bring it out 20-14 over the Houston Texans. I will say this, the Houston Texans have been a very scrappy team considering what they've been going through at the quarterback position. Just the franchise as a whole, the defense has been scrapping all year. The offense has been scrapping all year. I just think Bill Belichick finds a way to beat a lowly Texans team, and they get back in the winning column this week, man. Mac Jones has been playing very well to be a rookie. He's running that system. I'm not going to say the perfection, but he's running it pretty well. He's more than what was advertised of him in the draft. He might have been the best quarterback coming out this draft with Lawrence and Lance just getting his first start. Kid in New York, he's kind of struggling, but hey, look, Mac Jones has been solid, and I have to give him credit. I believe they pulled this one out 17-14 over the Houston Texans. Patriots get the dub. All right, we got the Washington football team versus the New Orleans Saints, coming off a loss to yours truly, Big Blue. Let's go. I believe they bounced back against the Washington football team. I think this is going to be a good game. I believe the Saints pull this one out 28-24 over the Washington football team. I just believe they bounced back after suffering a heartbreaking loss to us in overtime last week. I believe they get their acts together. I believe Jameis Winston throws for 3 touchdowns against this Washington football team defense, which I believe is overrated, and they were overrated coming into the season. And I believe they continue to struggle against the Saints offense. Alvin Kamara, I believe he has a big game as well. I believe 2 of those touchdowns go to Alvin Kamara from Jameis Winston. And they win 28-24 over the Washington football team. I don't believe their defense could get enough pressure on Winston to make him turn into bad Jameis Winston. And Taylor Heineke, he's actually playing very well, but I don't think they have enough to keep up with the Saints this week. Saints coming off an angry loss to us, a game they felt they should not have lost, and maybe they shouldn't have. But hey, look, we're Big Blue. We pull things out. When you count us out the most, is that's when we show up. But not to continue to brag on us, Saints beat Washington football team 28-24. Next, we got an NFC North matchup. Always good games between the NFC North when they play each other. We got the Detroit Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to pick an upset here. I'm going to pick the Lions to beat the Minnesota Vikings this week. The Lions have been playing scrappy all year, and I think they're due for a victory. I believe they're due for a victory. They lost on a 66-yard field goal to the Ravens, which they played tough throughout the whole game. And I think they just pull it out, man. They pull it out over Kirk Cousins, Jefferson, Thielen, Cook. I believe they do it, man. This is my upset special for the week. I'm picking the Detroit Lions to beat the Minnesota Vikings 28-25. I believe the Vikings miss a field goal at the end of the game to send it to overtime, and the Lions win and get their first victory of the year off the Minnesota Vikings. 28-25 Lions. All right, and last but not least, we got the early morning London game. Falcons versus the Jets. Matt Ryan versus Wilson of the Jets. I'm going to say this. I picked the Falcons to win, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets wind up winning this game. I'm just going to be real with you, man. We should have beat the Falcons. Unfortunately, we lost to them, Big Blue. But I just don't believe this Falcons team is very good, and the Jets are not very good either. But I'm picking the Falcons to win this game 20-17. But don't be surprised if that score is flipped, because I think this Jets can get this Falcons team. But I'm going to be picking the Falcons to win this game over the Jets 20-17 in London. Tune in on NFL Network, man. London always has pretty good games. They're always between losing teams, but it's never between two winning teams. It's usually between two losing teams. I don't get it, but hey, I guess maybe they say, hey, you're losing, go over to London and have a little fun and have something to feel good about your season. But hey, look, Falcons over the Jets 20-17, man. But that should be a good game. And guys, those are my picks, man, for week 5. NFL week 5. Don't fear is almost here. Sunday is almost here. Can't wait to call the Giants and Cowboys game. You already know, Big Blue Nation. I'll be calling that game with Joe. And we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna watch our New York Giants beat those Dallas Cowboys. But those are my picks for week 5. Let me know in the chat who you think is gonna win in week 5. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell button. And put I subscribe in the chat. If you have a channel, if you put I subscribe in the chat after subscribing, I will shout you out on my next video if you have a channel. Because I'm Big Pat, man. I want to see everybody succeed on this platform. So if you're a new subscriber, put I subscribe in the chat, and I'll definitely give you a shout out on my next video. But those are my week 5 picks. You tell me if I'm crazy or not, and you send me some of your picks. You tell me where I messed up, and put scores in the chat as well, man. I love competing, man. Love picking teams during the week, man, to see who comes out with a victory. If you like my upset pick, put upset in the chat as well. So like, subscribe, hit that bell, so you can get more videos and get notifications and get more videos like this. Until the next video, peace.
Super high.